Victron Node-RED is an integrated automation and logic engine built into our range of GX monitoring products. In this video, I'll explain how Node-RED can be used to optimize solar energy, in this case using a swimming pool pump as the example. It's a prime candidate for optimization in solar energy storage systems. The pump doesn't really need to run on cloudy or rainy days, and there's no reason why it shouldn't be able to run for much longer than usual on bright and sunny days. A very effective automation is to control a Wi-Fi connected switch via Node-RED. This manages the pool pump based on the state of charge of the battery. When the battery is full or near full in the morning, the pool pump can be switched on. And in the afternoon, as the solar production is waning, the pump can be toggled off. The simplest way of doing this is just using battery state of charge as an indicator of solar production. This works on systems that use optimized energy storage mode. This simple method is highly effective on off-grid sites where preserving the battery is more important than running the pool pump. A slightly more detailed implementation might take into account the total solar production of the system, for example where the batteries are kept fully charged. If we know that the pool pump uses 600 watts when it's running, then we might wait until there is at least 750 watts of solar production before switching the pool pump on. The samples above make use of a Shelly switch to manage the pump, but if you're using another type of switch, you can simply replace those nodes in the flow to suit the switch you're using. Let's quickly put together a flow to control a pool pump using state of charge. Since we're using a Shelly switch in the latest Venus OS, we can go into settings and integrations. We can click on Shelly devices and it will automatically discover Shelly devices connected to the network. Here we have a Shelly +1, which I've toggled on. Then in Node-RED we can add a switch control node. Inside the switch control node we can find that Shelly and we can choose the switch state. Let's name the switch Pool Pump. Then we want the battery state of charge. We'll pull in the battery monitor and we'll look for the state of charge percentage parameter, and we'll name this node SOC. Now we need to make a decision based on the percentage SOC, and for that we're going to make use of a switch node and wire the SOC node to the switch node. And in the switch node we want to say, for example, if the battery is greater than or equal to a number, which is say 95%, then we want to do something, and that's going to come out of connector number 1. Second, if the battery is less than, let's say 90%, and we want there to be a gap here so that it doesn't toggle on and off on the edge of floating between, say, 95 and 94%. And we also name those outputs. Output 1 is on and output 2 is off. We now know that the on signal is going to come out here and the off signal is going to come out here. So we now need to change the number. This, for example, is going to generate 95. It's going to go into the switch node. We know that 95 is going to come out the top. And so we're going to have a 95 coming out here, which isn't what we want because we want the number 1 to turn the pool pump on. So we can drag to create a change node. And this change node's job is to set the payload to a number, which is 1. And we're going to name this on. We are then going to connect that to the pool pump. We're going to copy it, create another one. We are going to call it off. Change the payload to the 0 that is expected and wire it to the pool pump. And always remember that we have the ability to open this pool pump control node and see which value types are expected. Now we're going to click deploy, and when we deploy this, we'll get an SOC number on the battery monitor node, and the SOC number will be greater than 95%. And so the pool pump should switch on. And the pool pump is on and running. When that 100% drops below 90, a signal will be sent at the off connector and the pool pump will be switched off. This simple flow protects the batteries in off-grid systems and reduces grid usage when on-grid. And the pool pump will run much longer overall. Powered by the sun. Follow us for more examples of automations that could be implemented on Victron Energy GX devices running Node-RED.